God, no!
What?
You'll never do it.
What are you waiting for? Cut the root!
I'm holding your body, your soul, your everything!
He has my Bible! He must have taken it from me in the struggle!
Let me climb up, and I'll give it back to you. I promise.
Benedek, cut the root! Do not listen to him! It's just a book!
God will understand.
You won't dare! I will eat you alive! No! Mother! Mother, save me!
Victoria! I feel so strange and weak.
I can finally let it go.
We'll find a way out of here, and you'll be taken care of.
You're bleeding.
It's nothing. Don't think about me. Before we leave,
Yes?
I have to find... Do you remember the story of the witch that cursed our bloodline?
How could I not? But this is not the right time to discuss it.
You know, the night we arrived here, I dreamed about that day our aunt died. Now I understand why. It was an ill omen. This temple doesn't remind you of the basement in our house, does it?
No, it...
The witch was hiding in the shadows of our house, as she's hiding now in this temple. You heard what Nikolai said.
Enough. We should leave.
I found him, Victoria. Father died in my arms.
Oh, Benedek. I'm so sorry.
He sacrificed himself by coming to Sveti Kotar. And now I understand why he did those things to us when we were young. He loved us.
You have to let him go now.
He was trying to protect us from the spirit of Jadwiga Mazrak and the...
Nikolai called that thing Mother. Why?
I believe I saw Jadwiga once after arriving in this town.
When?
While unknowingly carrying the Sekvra book in my pocket, inside the Bible.
I'm sorry. There wasn't enough time. I was chased. I had to hide it from...
You have nothing to apologize for.
But I ruined your Bible.
Just mere pages full of words that mean nothing if you don't know how to use them. It was just a book.
We must leave. Now.
Remember the ill omen. Jadwiga wasn't destroyed. She's here, and our bloodline remains cursed if we...
Something far more terrifying dwells within this mountain. Take me out of here. Drag me if you must.
Calm down. Everything is going to be all right. We'll make it. Father's sacrifice and your suffering. Everything will be in vain if we leave now.
Don't do that.
I must find the body.
It is dangerous, and you don't know where to look.
I can't leave without trying. It won't take me long, I promise.
Benedek.
I must be losing my mind. Victoria! Victoria, can you see him?
See whom?
Father. He's laying on the altar.
Stay away from it. The altar is empty, and Father is dead.
Victoria is right. He's dead. But he looks so real. What am I seeing then? And why? Father?
You've left God! You're not my son anymore!
This isn't happening.
You and your sister A disgrace to the family name.
You're not real.
What are you doing?
Kill your sister and yourself.
Stay away from that altar. We must leave.
End the Dochnani's bloodline. Embrace the punishment. The passage is waiting for you.
I have to let you go.
Kill your sister and yourself!
No. You must die, once and for all!
What did you do?
You were just a burden. I had to... This altar lid is so fragile. I managed to...
Get away from it. Please.
A body is hidden inside, and it looks ancient. You knew what was there, right? Victoria!
After he brought me here and tore off my face, I was barely conscious. But I remember seeing Nikolai hiding a body in there. Just leave it there, please. You don't know how it will affect you.
No need to be worried about me. The body was wrapped in some sort of yellow cloth, probably as part of a Soboran ceremonial ritual a long time ago. I dread even thinking about unwrapping it, but this must be it. This must be Jadwiga's body. I should do what I was tasked to do. Reduce it to ashes. I should do what I was tasked. Stabbing the body won't do anything to it. But cutting a piece of its cloth to set it on fire... Now all I need is to set it on fire and stab the evil thing with it. After centuries of agony and death, the Dochnani family sees freedom. This knife and fire end your existence, Jadwiga Mazrak.
Get us out of here!
It's over, sister. The witch can't hurt us anymore. Let's leave this accursed place.
Can you forgive me?
Sister?
About Mother.
I should ask for forgiveness, not you. I did the same thing as Father. I left. I am so sorry for everything you've been through. It's my fault. I've been wrong and blind, Victoria. I should have been there for you. Forgive me.
Shh. The question our father always asked.
What is true faith?
Yes. Well, I think you finally know the answer.
Where am I? How have I ended up here? Victoria? Are you downstairs? The last thing I remember is being with her inside the mountain. But it feels so strange. when I think of what happened, I'm not sure it did at all. It feels like it was all just a bad dream. The sky is clear, and the sun is so bright. I should like what I'm seeing, but I find it disturbing. A gentle wind is caressing the trees and tenderly playing with dead autumn leaves. Death can be beautiful. Is this the crow man from my dream?
What was his name? Nikolai, or Nermin. It's the feathers that make these flying animals so beautiful. I think someone ate the eyes. Its beak is full of blood and pieces of flesh.
She's not in the house. Where should I look for her? That's a painting of my sister in her younger days. I don't know why, but I don't like it. It's driving me mad. Whoever destroyed it did the right thing. I left the house and followed the trail downhill to the sun-bathed town. While searching for Victoria, I encountered many people who made me realize what happened wasn't a dream. And I think I encountered far more than I can recall now, so I'd better start using this wall before the rest of them vanish from my thoughts. I saw some kind of prophet on the main square. He was preaching about an impending doom to a group of hideous people without eyes and tongues. When he saw me passing by, he stopped and invited the group to greet me. He said something about a head and how he'll always be grateful to me. There was a badly mangled corpse hanging from the town council balcony. One small group of people were throwing dead rats at it, while the rest of them wanted to torch it. I heard screams in one alley, so I ran there and saw a dreadful scene. They impaled a man with a disfigured head. Suddenly, a girl came running out of the tavern. She hugged me and then said she owns the place, now that they took away the owner. Before moving away from me, she whispered that she heard what happened and said she was sorry. Then her father showed up and told her to go visit a grave. She thanked me for that, and then they both left. I thought I saw a patch of water in the distance, so I headed that way. I was right. It was a lake. An old man by the name of Arsen called me his friend. I was happy about that, even though I couldn't say what I did to deserve it. My inner voice told me someone was behind me, and so I turned around and saw a nun staring at me. She said she still hasn't given up hope of finding a boy named Antun, and even though she is grateful for what I did for the town, she will never forgive me for lying about him. I wish I knew what I did. The nun told me to follow her, and so I did, in silence. After leaving me in the church courtyard, she headed towards the cemetery, grumbling quietly to herself that they should find a gravekeeper to preserve her sanity. At the entrance of the church, a young priest greeted me. He had a proud stance and white, intimidating eyes. It was a strange situation. I had a feeling he was waiting for me. He confirmed my suspicion after locking me up in this underground chamber a few hours ago. Before leaving, he asked, "Have you noticed anything in particular on your way here?" Somehow, he knew. I really noticed something that stuck in my mind. A discrepancy between people's smiling faces and their sad eyes. He acknowledged by knocking twice on the door, and then said, "Their eyes reflect their tortured past, while their faces reflect their bright future. And they have a future. They are free because of you." I became a local saint, a kind of Ivan Kotar. I'm the hero of Sveti Kotar. But painful consequences always follow great achievements. I was told Victoria's body was already cold when they arrived to save us. This drawing is how I want to remember her. She was always calm and hopeful, full of life. It breaks my heart and drives me mad when wondering what happened to her soul after they threw the body into the passage. But I forgave them, like she forgave me. My soul is being eaten, and I'm losing control of my body. His whispers have become louder and tormenting. It's Nermin, the demon that possesses me. But I will not. I cannot fall. The people of this town will save me. I know they will, because I am their patron saint now.